everything working. Hey, it's been a minute, guys. Welcome back to the series. So, I know the drill. Um, it's been a while. It's been roughly about 3 months. So, we're gonna do a review today on the 4 expert advisors that we created on the Build Bot series. So, you guys, let me just get straight into it. Right, so this is episode 7, the review. The review on what? The review on the 4 profitable EAs that I have put forward on the Build About series, moving from theoretical trading to algorithm trading. And showing the beauty and imperfections along the way. So in today's episode, we're gonna mostly be diving and dealing with these bots on a percentage base. Why we're doing it on a percentage base, I'll explain as I move along throughout the video. So let me dive right in. As you guys know, the account was live and on my Linktree on a portfolio demo. This portfolio had the 4 expert advisors running simultaneously on various pairs that seem to be profitable, or not seem, that is profitable in the backtest for the last 5 years. The account was done in a way that it would simulate a prop firm, so the profits would be small because I only used, for example, for the experiment or the forward test, a 10K account size, because that's the most frequently bought prop firm. So that simulation of a prop account, we used the risk settings that would be allowed on that account. So let's dive right in. So here I pull up my FX Blue account on the portfolio demo, as you guys see. As I said, 10K balance started, and this is the profits, close profit 706. We hit an all-time high of 83.9, which is 8% of the account. As you guys see, this is a portfolio, so there's a lot of trades here. It's a good close. You see a lot of trades. This was a total of 203 trades was open and closed. And this is the summary, the net profits on the different pairs. So we're gonna dive straight into the different bots and what happened within these 3 months. Now it's not a clean 3 months, it's almost 3. So it's probably like 2.5, because the account did start on the 26th of January and today is the 3rd, right? So it's a little give or take. So how are we gonna figure out what bot did what? So we're going to the filter. Now this is open to everyone, so you guys can check this out for yourselves. So we're gonna go from the top to the bottom. First bot, 202500. This is the magic number for the Panda Euro USD. So when you click filter, you see what the Panda did. So the Panda went up $14 and then dived. Now it's holding a line here with a floating drawdown about 200. Let's say $200. Max it hit 260. Then it gained back some momentum and went down. So this is Euro USD. If we come across to summaries, you can see here minus 180, right? So, and it did 50 orders. It's not well, but you know, in the backtests and the reports I have, it would show that it have drawdown times, good times. So this is just naturally what would happen. Now remember, this is a fixed risk of $25. I placed it on $25 because I have 8 open pairs with bots on it, so that's 8 open trades. So the day if each bot was to activate a trade, I do not want it to risk more than 2% of your account for the entire day. This is why I use the settings. So I also didn't do it on percentage because I didn't want the account to grow. I just wanted to make profit in a way that I could withdraw. So it'll hold the risk. If you're holding the risk, that means you could take profit out. If you're doing a percentage, that means it's auto compounding. If you're doing risk on lot size, fixed lot size is also for withdrawals, but you're limiting your risk way more because sometimes the stop loss can be set big or small. And if it's set big and you have a high fixed lot, you would risk more than the money that you would intend to. So all that is taken into account. So this is why I use the fixed risk of $25, right? So this has been the Panda Euro USD performance over the last 3 months. Let's go into the USD JPY. As you can see here, USD JPY hit an all-time high recently, the 31st, 33rd, and then it dipped a little bit. So we go to active summaries, and a profit of 210, so it cancel out the Euro USD. So this is why I can see the graph. That's why I said if you pay it all together, you'll get the graph going up and down, and there'll be an average between the two. So yeah, so this has been this. Again, fixers $25. 298435. No, my bad. 299120. This is the Dragon. So the Dragon is running on the USD. This is J Trader. This is the daily candle breakout. As you can see here, let's go to the summaries. $375 net profit. This is the, I believe, is the best earner we have. It did peak at 540, and then well, market didn't go as intended, but it's recovering. $401 currently at 376. So yeah, it's recovering. Same thing again, risking $25, guys. And then we go across to the monkey. Now I'll leave in the description all these magic numbers. As you can see here, magic numbers. You guys can input it and see the different bots how I go. Again, these bots are free. Just reach out to me, DM, email, any way you guys want to get creative. So this is the monkey GBP USD. Again, this is the monkey. The monkey is the short swing trader, which he reached a drawdown recently, and then a very good, excellent swing. So this has been an excellent swing and a recovery. Net profit $275. Profit factor 1.65. That's excellent. Only 24 orders. 7 winners, 17 losers. The win rates or win percentage is quite low, but as you can see here, when we profit is I believe 1 to 3. So when you do win, you win very good. So this is the GBP USD, and we go to the Euro USD, which isn't doing so well. So we're getting a lot of licks on Euro USD as a pair on a whole. You see, we have a net loss of only $15. Risk is still set at $25, guys. So yeah. 202494. This is the Rhino. The Rhino hasn't taken much trades on the USD, but a USD JPY, it has taken a lot of trades. Actually got into a good drawdown. All-time low of 39, so that's about $61. But right now it's currently in profit, $6. So it's not excellent, but it's a start. And then we go across to the Euro USD. It only took 2 trades, as you can see here, 2 orders, and it profited 35. Now this is not enough data to really make an assumption. But again, the Rhino is based on tick volume and price action. So surge, it looks for a surge in the specific direction. It's the moving averages, and then it activates. So if you look at the past videos, you'll see this. So then we move across here to magic number, and you will see here, 1 second, you'll see here what is the most profitable. So the 299120, this is the Dragon USD. 202401, this is the Monkey GBP USD. And 202501, that's the Panda USD JPY. This is the most profitable bots we have right now. But because of market condition, you don't want these. Sometimes you have to account for one pair will do good, one pair wouldn't. So you need to account for all together. So you still need to pay it with these, because as you can see here, these did make a lot of money, although it lost, but it traded a lot and make a lot of money. Also to account is the profit factor. The profit factor based on the gross profit and the gross loss. But at the same time, we use these other three to bring balance to the system. Now, if we wasn't to account for these three, and we was just to use these two, that'll be 275. What would the math say? 275 plus 210 plus 375. That'll be 860. How we get $26? 866, right? We still at 707. So it's not that big of a difference, right? So this is the balance I talk about. So currently the bot is doing well. The bots, I might say, are doing well, excellent in my opinion, based on the risk factor, which is risking $25. Now you can see here we never went into drawdown, which is good, which is excellent. We never went into drawdown, but we did went from 6% to 1% profit. If we was to multiply this probably by 2, it would have been an excellent result. So if I was to actually risk $50 instead of $25, we were already past the account. The account would already be passed. The account would have been sitting at about roughly $1,400. So the account would have passed the 10% and passed the 5% and would have been trading live. But why again I did not do this is because I have 8 pairs running. And if each trade was open $50, that would be at one time I would have $400 exposed. That's the entire account. I don't want to have the entire account exposed at the same time because of slippage. Say your USD was to spike or jump, spread was to open too wide, and we lost the whole account because the spread opened so wide it pushed past our stop loss. So all this you need to account for when you're doing this type of algorithm trading. So the percentage I talked about earlier, this is what I'm talking about, is if you increase the risk, we would have been profitable. But let's say we didn't start the account on the 26th of January. We started the account on the 18th of February. We went from 10.6 to 10.1. That's 5% drawdown. No, yeah, that's 5% drawdown. So it could have been reversed. We could have started the account in February actually. And we would have been in drawdown here. Now it did recover, but sometimes the markets don't always go your way. So this is your risk factor. You gotta know how to manage your own risk. If it was a 100K account, you set it for the same thing. $250 risking for every trade, that kind of way. If it was to reduce the bots, that is, so say it wasn't to use the Rhino as a whole, that's six pairs trading instead of 6 pairs trading instead of 8. You could balance it different. So it's according to your flex and how you want to manage your risk, right? So yeah, guys, it has been a profitable 3 months using the 1, 2, 3, 4 expert advisors I created on this channel. So that just goes to show that these are these things are possible. Algorithm trading is possible and is very much profitable. We have probably not millions, thousands of people currently trading algo trading, and they are seeing excellent results, stress free, drama free, no fancy stuff. As again, algorithm trading is strict trading. It's not tripling an account in a week. It's based on risk. You manage your risk. If you're risking 1% of your account, 5% of your account, that kind of way, and to make a profit, to make a target, to hit a mark. So all in all, I say this is a win. So this has been episode. Which episode is this? This has been episode 7, the review. Coming forward, the next video will be episode 8, goal. I have completed the backtest for goal. It isn't a big backtest. I'll talk more about that in another video. I have 3 bots I'm currently programming, trying to get ready. Then would proceed into testing, and then would present the data. Going live on the Linktree, you guys would see I would add a few stuff. So if you guys are watching, if you guys are viewing, feel free to drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe, reach out to me to get these expert advisors free until I don't know when. It's free. It's free. So just reach out to me, guys, to get the expert advisor, and I'll see you guys soon.